I'm Dr. Chetan Sharda, internal medicine, working in a nondescript town of Rajasthan with a private institution. Let us sum up of what we know up till now. Nearly more than 750 cases of coronavirus in India, 15 to 18 deaths reported from various states. We are still into just the second day of quarantine, and bleaker figures are being propounded by no other agencies than the government itself about the future of coronavirus in India. But this is not the end. The worst still is that everybody in this country has become idle and talking about the end of the world. That is the present day reality of the fear gripping every human being on the planet. Everything is gloom and doom. It seems as if people are reveling in the mesmerizing effects of fear. I have a first-hand experience of how the general public is behaving and what they are thinking in present day scenario. It is both interesting and concerning to see how people trivialize almost everything, including death, and yet their fear is real and palpable. So why are they seemingly so irresponsible despite being fully aware of the consequences? Is it that it is inherent spirit of the humankind to probe and lust for adventure that invariably makes them free from fear? Talking of the spirit, we need to talk about it in greater detail. Remember, we, the human race, have lived, survived, evolved, adapted over millions of years. We have survived the dinosaurs, triumphed the ice age, tamed the mountains, subdued the animal kingdom, and fought the great plagues of diseases and viruses of human greed in the form of various wars throughout the centuries and history of humankind. And yet we have every time been victorious. You know why? It's because we are humans, and that seems to sum it all. We are more than a lot of bodies. We are a collective conscience that will fight and learn and fight any adversity of any type. And that any adversity which will try to bring down the humankind, we will fight it to the end. That has been our nature, and that is what we are doing at the moment. The above examples are a testimony to our collective strength. As far as we, the Indians, go, remember, throughout our history, we have outlived all kinds of marauders, murderers, plagues. And today, we are a proud young nation with rich past, rivers of wisdom to choose from, and drink the nectar of knowledge that the present day science provides us with. It begs us to ask the question, how did we do it? To keep it very simple, I feel that it was plain sacrifice by our ancestors, because of which we are today what we are, alive and kicking. They taught us to be humane, being a human. They taught us how to be a human. They made us seekers of freedom. And freedom from what? And freedom of what? Freedom, both physical, mental, and spiritual freedom. But what have they really told us about freedom? They have said that freedom will happen from within. Let us clear the clutters in our mind first and relearn all that is important and unlearn all that is damned and a hindrance in the stability of a mind and clear thinking. This being very important in the times of quarantine when we are sitting idle. For that I suggest the mantra, a simple mantra of discipline. Discipline of mind, body and spirit. All of us need to do it ourselves. We all know at which ladder of discipline we exist. We know the best for ourselves. All that will take is a small self-pledge to just do it. What will this discipline do? This discipline is the first step toward positivity. Why do we need a positivity? We need positivity in this environment full of fear and negativity. But how do we enrich ourselves with this positivity? There is no other way. Just as a small child learns how to walk, similarly, positivity will have to be learnt. It has to be learnt. Only then will it become a part of us. It will not happen overnight. Just because somebody has said, be positive. There are various ways of being positive. You can sing a song. You can go for a run. You can exercise. You can do yoga. You can meditate. But all this still needs to be learnt. If somebody who hasn't yet done yoga throughout his life, he will not benefit from yoga. He will not suddenly become positive. Sitting at home without a teacher, what kind of yoga can he do? And what is it that he is going to learn? And what kind of positivity can it bring? So remember, positivity is a matter to be learnt. It is not an inherent quality of any individual. It is one quality which has to be learnt, practiced and made a part of your character. That learning is very important. To be helpful is a quality that has to be learnt. Similarly, all negative qualities are also to be learnt. So hence, how does discipline help? Discipline is the first step towards learning that quality that we call as positivity. So I suggest, and more so, if you can do this for 3 days, discipline yourself for just 3 days, that will become a part of you for all the life to come. Discipline will be a quality you will always be born with, and then things will become easy for you at physical level, at mental level and at spiritual level, whichever is the one that you yearn for. So start by being disciplined in life, and this corona will stop. The will to fight it will become prominent, and only together the foe will be defeated for sure and forever.